In late 2024, Cyclone Senya struck North Sumatra with unprecedented force, its swirling winds and dark clouds signaling disaster for everything in its path. The cyclone unleashed catastrophic rains on the Batang Toru forest, turning the lush green canopy into a battleground against nature's fury. Landslides ripped through the landscape, rivers overflowed their banks, and entire villages vanished overnight beneath waves of mud and water. Over 1,000 lives were lost, families shattered, and communities erased in moments, leaving behind heartbreak and devastation that would echo for generations. Survivors searched desperately for loved ones amid the ruins, clinging to hope as they sifted through the debris of what once was home. The disaster also devastated the region's unique wildlife, especially the critically endangered Tapanuli orangutan, whose fragile population was already teetering on the edge. Their forest home was torn apart, food, shelter, and vital pathways destroyed, leaving the orangutans stranded and vulnerable in a world suddenly unrecognizable. For a species already on the brink, this was an existential crisis, pushing them even closer to extinction and erasing decades of conservation efforts in a single storm. As floodwaters receded, a wasteland remained, mud-choked fields, broken forests, and rivers clogged with debris, the scars of disaster etched deep into the land. The environmental damage was immense, the ecosystem scarred and broken, with recovery uncertain and the future of countless species hanging in the balance. This tragedy was a stark warning of what happens when nature's balance is pushed too far, a reminder that our actions have consequences for both people and the planet. The forest's cry was now a haunting silence, a plea for help, echoing through the empty trees and broken earth. Deep in the lush, mist-shrouded Batang Toru forests of Sumatra lives the world's rarest great ape, the Tapanuli orangutan, a species so elusive that it remained hidden from science for centuries. It was only in 2017, after years of research and genetic analysis, that scientists officially recognized the Tapanuli orangutan as a distinct species, separate from its Sumatran and Bornean relatives. Even before the devastating floods, their numbers were alarmingly low, just 800 individuals, scattered and isolated in shrinking fragments of their once vast forest home. Their survival depends on the ability to move freely through connected forests, searching for food, finding mates, and staying safe from threats. The catastrophic disaster of 2024 struck a devastating blow. Up to 11% of the population may have perished in a single event, pushing the species even closer to extinction. Each individual lost is not just a number, but a vital thread in the tapestry of their genetic diversity and the future of their kind. Today, only 2.5% of their original habitat remains, with the rest destroyed by decades of logging, mining, and human encroachment. Landslides have severed the last vital corridors, leaving survivors stranded in isolated, scarred patches of forest, unable to reach one another. Now, the remaining orangutans face a desperate struggle for food, safety, and the chance to rebuild their shattered population in a landscape forever changed. Their existence, already so fragile, has become even more precarious, teetering on the edge of survival. The fate of the Tapanuli orangutan now hangs by a thread, a poignant reminder of what we stand to lose. Decades of mining, hydropower, and logging have carved up Batang Toru's ancient forest, leaving deep scars on the landscape. The Martabe gold mine, a massive open-pit operation, cleared vast areas, weakening the land's ability to absorb rain and increasing runoff. A major hydropower dam cut roads and tunnels through orangutan habitat, fragmenting the forest and destabilizing slopes even further. Pulpwood plantations replaced diverse forests with monocultures, further eroding the soil and reducing biodiversity. These industries, acting together, stripped the land of its natural defenses and left it dangerously exposed. When Cyclone Senya hit, years of environmental damage turned a powerful storm into a true catastrophe for the region. In the aftermath, Indonesia launched a sweeping investigation. The Forest Area Regulation Task Force found that corporate deforestation had amplified the disaster's scale. On January 24, 2026, President Prabowo revoked the permits of 28 companies, halting operations across 1 million hectares. This included the Martab gold mine, the Batang Toru Dam, and major pulpwood concessions. For the first time, ecological stability and human safety took precedence over industrial interests. The decision sent shockwaves through the corporate world. It marked a turning point for environmental governance in Indonesia. Conservation groups welcomed the government's bold move, calling it a vital step for Batang Toru's future. Scientists agreed that while the cyclone was the trigger, industrial land clearing had made the disaster far worse. The government is now suing 6 companies for over £200 million in environmental damages. This legal action aims to set a precedent. Companies will be held accountable for ecological harm. The abrupt permit revocations caught corporations off guard, signaling a new era of state oversight. The balance of power has shifted. Environmental protection is now a national priority. The world is watching what happens next. Batang Toru's tragedy revealed how human safety and environmental health are inseparable. The same deforestation that doomed orangutans also left villages exposed to deadly landslides. By revoking destructive permits, Indonesia declared that community safety outweighs corporate profit. This sets a powerful example for other regions facing similar threats. Governments can and must intervene to protect people and nature together. The fate of the orangutan, the forest, and local communities are intertwined. Protecting the canopy means protecting lives. This holistic approach is the key to a sustainable future. Revoking permits is just the beginning. Permanent protection is essential if we want to safeguard Batang Toru for generations to come. Temporary measures are not enough to secure the future of this irreplaceable ecosystem. The government must designate Batang Toru as a conservation zone, enshrining its forests and wildlife under the highest level of legal protection available. This means banning extractive industries for good. No more mining, logging, or destructive development within these precious boundaries. Restoration will require replanting native trees, reconnecting fragmented forest patches, and rebuilding the orangutan's natural habitat so wildlife can thrive once again. The future of the nearly complete hydropower plant remains uncertain. Its presence casts a long shadow over the region's ecological balance. Its impact must be fully assessed, with science guiding every decision to ensure the river and forest remain healthy. The Batang Toru tragedy is a global warning, a stark reminder of what's at stake when wild places are lost. But the response offers hope. With vigilance, collaboration, and unwavering commitment, Indonesia can heal the land and secure a future for both people and orangutans. By acting now, we honor those lost and inspire a new generation of guardians. Together, we can ensure Batang Toru's story is one of survival, resilience, and hope.